Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Sorry, I meant good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. No matter what time of the day you're viewing this video, it's your boy Syllables, spiritual gangster, the guy with the spiritual eye, angel guy, the ancestral plug. I never thought I would make this video. I never dreamed of making this video in my whole entire existence, like ever since day one. So now I'm channeling a lot of people. I'm helping a lot of people from different planets of the world, and some don't know how to connect. Some don't know how to connect. Connecting meaning phasa, phasa. Yeah? So I'm gonna make this video in English because some of my clients are overseas and some of my clients are all over South Africa. So we don't want to have the language barrier. So I'm gonna tell a little bit of story about me before we get into the video. I was a chilled guy who had a 9 to 5 guy who used to make music, who used to go out, having fun and all that. And then, boom, I had a calling or a gift, if I may say. So from there, my life kind of like turned around. Never, like I said initially, I never saw myself doing this video in terms of teaching you how to guys to connect and thinking that there's a lot of them on YouTube. Why should I make this video? But we find that my people wanted to see how I do it. So I'm doing this for people who have actually might have had a session with me, people who are going to have a session with me in the near future. So yes, I had a gift. From there now, 2010, having a gift, multiple nightmares, dreaming, waking up at night, being afraid to sleep, not knowing that I've got a gift or a calling. Fast forward to 2017, and then my grandmother visited me in a dream. She passed on August 2015. Yeah, 3 years from there, she came into my sleep, or I was sleeping and I dreamed of her. It was sort of like a lucid dream. It was a beautiful, wonderful experience that I can never get tired of telling people how she came. So here I was sleeping, having an astral projection, meaning my soul leaves the body. It's like a lucid dream type of dream. And I'm ascending to the universe and I'm seeing myself approaching at like a park situation, you see? So when I'm there, I'm seeing my grandmother at the distance. And I'm shouting her name. Coco, 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 is this you? Wait a minute, how do I come back here? And as I'm getting closer to her, and then she was like, sit down, you talk too much. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we spoke, we had a conversation. I'm not gonna get into details in terms of what we spoke about. And then, long story short, she left. But before she left, I asked her, how do I come back here? And then she showed me a candle holder. And then I woke up to the dream, and then I called my mom. I'm like, hey, moms, what's up? It's your boy, your son. I saw your mom. Actually, where's the candle holder? She's like, no, it's in the back room. I said, I want it. From there, I went to Spar, I bought new candle holder. And then I'm thinking, now I need to connect to my grandmother. She showed me a candle holder. Automatically, the candle holder, you're going to need a candle. Cool, not a problem. Got myself into the candle life. I started connecting with the candle. And something told myself that you need a snake to connect to your ancestors. You need a snake. Remember, I'm failing you in this game. Cool, I got a snake. And then something was like, you need water. But this was not happening in a week. It was like a couple of months later. By then, I'm channeling people. I used to channel people without communicating with my ancestors. I'll just use my mind and tap into it. So from there, I got a candle, I got a snake, and then something was like, no, you need to put water. Your guides are coming from the water. I was like, oh, okay, how am I going to put water? A glass of water. Cool. I didn't know what Mpepot was. Way back. Okay, I actually knew about Mpepot back in 2010 when I had multiple nightmares. And then one of the healer that I went to, he gave me Mpepot, and then I started using it then. And then I stopped. So 2010 until 2017, I was not using it frequently like I do now. So now I started getting to get Mpepot, So now this is my parking station now, right? I have the candle. My grandmother showed me the candle. Now I have a snake. Besides, she used to smoke it as well. And now I have water because somebody told me, good, hey, unamanzila, your guides are coming from the water spirit. I was like, cool. Now I have Mpep as a form of protection. So I'm specifically doing this video for my people to understand or how to connect, aka Phahla, how to connect to your spirit world. When we use a candle, we actually opening a portal to the spirit world. You kneel down and talk to your guides, right? From kneeling down, you talk to your guides, means you call your ancestors. So how do you call these people? I'm gonna give you an example of how I do it, right? How I do it, and if it's wrong, you're more than welcome to do it your way or to suggest your way. But for me, this is how it works, and this is how I connect all the time without a fail. So basically, I have a white candle, right? After having a white oh, this is not visible enough. So this is a white candle here. I need to do some adjustment. I'm gonna put it here. So I have a white candle, right? From there, I have a blue candle. Okay? So white candle for me, this means my maternal side. Blue candle, my paternal side. This is for me. Everybody can beg to differ. Right? And blue candle represent water. Remember, my guides are from the water side. These are my ancestors from Abundao. Right? So now, paternal side, maternal side, grandmother, grandfather. Not a problem. From there, I have this water. Okay? And water obviously is one of the 4 elements. And I have this, my favorite, even though I don't smoke it or sniff it. Sniff. I'll put it here so everybody can see. From there, the one that is more important is Mpepo. Mpepo or incense sticks. This is your antivirus into the spirit world. This is where you're going to block negative energies. This is where you're going to say, Puma Satan or Puma evil spirit. Right? So this is how I do it, guys. It's less complicated. For me, as long as all these elements are at your altar or umsamo wako, I think you it's a good starter pack for you to start communicating with your guides, right? So what I do, but first of all, we need to face east, where the sun is coming from, right? I think everybody knows that you cannot pray facing where the sun is setting from, or else your prayer will just set with the sun and it will never happen. Whatever you're asking for, it will never materialize. So we suggest, or most people, actually I do suggest that we face east, so where the sun is coming from. Cool. I light my candle, this one, and I light Mpepo. By then my water is there, right? Because we need 4 elements. People ask me, what are the 4 elements? Now the 4 elements is earth, which is the world, water, which is water, and then fire, which is your candle, right? And then wind, which is your Mpepo, because this produces smoke, and smoke will symbolize air, right? After lighting this, I call all my ancestors. I start by saying, Bokoko, Lubaraholo. I say name A and say name B. From there, I call their names, the ones I know. And sometimes I do call the ones I do not know, but I let them know that they must come with good intentions. So what you normally do is you call all your ancestors so that they can come and listen to your prayers, right? So cool. After you call them, you become thankful. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for the gift, if you have a gift like some of us. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my marriage. I'm thankful for my kids, for my car, whatever you feel like you're thankful for. That is the first thing that you need to do after calling them or bringing them forward. Remember, when you light a candle, you light your Mpepo, you talk with this name, you call their say name. So after calling their say name, majority of your ancestors or all of your ancestors will come forward, listen to you, what you want to say. So from there, you need to specify the ones that you trust, and the ones that have been good to you, and the ones that are your guardian angel. So if you don't know your guardian angel, you need to talk to me. Maybe you can book a session. I will help you identify your guardian angel. So you call them, then they come forward, you be thankful. for everything that I just said previously. From there, after being thankful, you're going to start asking. I'm asking for 1, I'm asking for 2, I'm asking for 3. 1 can be marriage, 1 can be promotion, 1 can be a new car, you know. Something can be like increase my ability, you know, you know, help me become a better person, help me heal, you know. We all have spiritual guides. So our spiritual guides are here to help us. So this is how you talk to your spiritual guide, how you actually send a message or relay a message to the spirit world, right? You tell them all your problems here or whatever you want. Not necessarily problems. Even if you want to be thankful, you just say, guys, I'm thankful for such and such and such, and then you're done, right? So spiritual guides are there to make sure our life goes smoothly. So we need to have spiritual guides. I mean, you need to communicate with them, and this is how you communicate. This is how you send a message. How do they respond? How do they get back to you? In the form of a dream, right? You can send a message, and then maybe 2 days later, or maybe fortunately 30 minutes later, you fall asleep, and then you dream of your message, or your guide saying, this is us, we heard you, we're going to answer you this way, this way, this way, this way. Right? Oh, before I forget, sometimes I prefer people to put a white cloth where they're going to be praying or partnering at. Me, normally I use a white cloth. So today, because of I've got my cloth here, I'll just put it here. So you need to put these elements according to how you feel. I like telling people to follow your intuition, follow your guide, what feels right. Sometimes you can start burning impepo, sometimes you can start burning your candle. Do what feels right. You don't have to force communication. If your guide say do step number 1 at number 2, it's fine, right? As long as you feel good. And one important aspect or one important thing, you don't have to pray when you're angry. You don't have to pray when you're sad. They don't like that. Spirit does not like people who are coming to them when only they are angry, right? And I do not like giving people a specific time of when to connect or how to connect. I mean, what time to connect. Because you can feel like you want to talk to your guides at 3:30 in the morning, because sometimes they wake us up at that time, or you can connect 6 o'clock, you know. So whenever you feel that you need to connect, you can connect. Don't be like, so what time? Can I do it at night? Of course you can do it at night. Can I do it in the morning? Of course you can do it in the morning, right? So after being thankful, you don't blow your candle. You just pinch your candle, you know. You pinch them because I believe when you blow your candle, that means you're blowing your prayer away. So when you pinch it, it's kind of like you lock it in there. So remember, this is their space. So they are there. So they'll actually hear what you asked for. Makes sense, right? So you put it there, and then you pinch it there. From there, you're going to lock your prayer in there. So I would suggest that you do this method and see what works for you. But this is the best way to connect, or this is the starter pack. There will be some time in life where you feel like you want to put a certain element there. Maybe a stone, you understand? Maybe the stone that you picked up from your grandmother or your grandparents' graveside, or maybe a crystal, you know, or maybe a seashell, you know. Just go with the flow. Some they'll put alcohol there. People give their grandfathers cigarettes and gin. That is more than welcome. Remember that your guides, they used to live on this planet. You probably know their characteristics. If this person was a drinker, obviously you give him whatever he used to drink, or you put cigarette there and there, you know? Because mostly they say, I'm a female, I don't smoke, but sometimes I smell like I need a cigarette. I'll be like, this is your grandfather wanting to smoke. Does it make sense? So, yes, I think I'm done. If I left something else, you can add, you can comment and say, I feel like you should have said this and this and that so other kids can see. So anyway, this is for how to connect. This is when you want to connect your ancestors. Your ancestors, spiritual guides, what's the other word that I use often? Angel guides and badim. So ancestors, spiritual guides, and guardian angel. and Badimo. It's one and the same thing. They all work with God. Ancestors are people who lived before this planet. Now they're in the spirit world, and now they are watching over us from the spirit world. So these are the people who gave birth to us. Their blood is running through our veins. So it's in their duty for them to take care of us. But this is how you're going to send a message to them and say, guys, please help me with such and such and such. And then they're going to respond to you in a form of a dream or in a form of an intuition. Thank you very much. I hope this video makes a whole lot of sense. I know I was up and down in there because I did this in a kind of a hurry. I've been contemplating to do it, but now I feel like it makes a lot of sense. God bless you. Love is all. Syllables signing out. Yay.